Hey, okay guys, how's it going? All right, good, great. I'm good too, thanks for asking. Okay, we've got some two-step equations here. We have two different ones here. We've got one with our variable x times 2, so 2x plus 1/10 equals 3/5. And we also have over here k over 3 minus 1/2 equals negative 1 3/4. So I told you guys that we were going to be dealing with two-step equations with fractions. So here we've got some. And of course now, because you're in grade 9, things can get a little bit crazy with our negatives. So I'm going to walk you through these two, show you how to do them, and we'll see how it goes. So first one. First thing we always do in all these questions is you want to separate the left-hand side from the right-hand side. Okay, left-hand side from the right. We do that typically with just a line drawn down the middle of that sign. Perfect. Then you're going to look where the variable is. You're going to say, okay, where's my letter? Not on that side. No, that's not it. Oh, ding, ding, there it is. So this is my letter, or variable, and I want to get it isolated by itself. So you'll notice in front of it, it has a 2. This is called a coefficient. And even though in math we don't write it, it's assumed that this is 2 times x. Okay, 2 times x plus 1/10 equals 3/5. So what you got to do is, you leave that 2 alone, and you're going to do reverse BEDMAS. So BEDMAS tells us to do brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction first. And that works for pretty much everything in math except for equations. You want to do the reverse of it, okay? So the reverse of this would be Sam Deb. So we're going to deal with the subtraction and addition stuff first. So who cares about this 2? Get rid of this 1/10 first, 1/10. This is plus, so what we're going to do is subtract 1/10 from both sides, like so. 1/10, Okay, draw a line sort of showing that you separated the first step from the rest of them. So on the left-hand side, this 1/10, it's gone. We still have 2x, so I'm going to bring that down here. 2x equals, and now on the other side here, we got to do some fraction stuff. So we got to go 3/5 minus 1/10. Now this is where I would suggest just using your calculator. Okay, so you're going to want to find a common denominator, right? This would be 10, so that would be 6, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go through that right now. Use your calculator, or if you know how to subtract fractions and remember how to from grade 7, go ahead and do so. And what we will get is 6/10, I'm going to do it the grade 7 way, minus 1/10, of course, because 6/10 is equivalent to 3/5, and I've changed the denominator from a 5 to a 10, so we're good to go. Then all we have to do left is subtract the tops. So I'm going to get 6 minus 1 is 5/10, and I still have 2x here. So 2x equals 5/10. Extend my center line a bit. And then the last thing we need to do is divide both sides by 2. So divide both sides by 2. There's 1. There's the other. And my final answer will be x equals whatever the answer is when I go 5/10 divided by 2. So use your calculator. Okay, this is division, so it would be kissing and flipping if you want. What you'll find though is the answer is 1/4, and that is our answer. So the answer to 2 times x plus 1/10, blah 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 blah, x equals 1/4. Okay, and that's the first one. Okay, and the second one here, Same idea, we're going to split the equation in half down through its equal sign like so. We're going to take a look at both sides. We've got k over 3 minus 1/2 equals negative 1 3/4. Sam Deb tells us, who cares about the 3 right now? This is k divided by 3. We'll deal with that in a bit. We want to deal with the minus subtraction of 1/2. So to do that, we're going to add 1/2 to both sides. So add 1/2 here, add 1/2 here. Okay, draw a line showing the separation in the steps. The 1/2 is now gone from this side, so all we have is k over 3 equals, now we got to use our fraction operations to figure out what we get when we go negative 1 3/4 plus 1/2. So there's a long way to do that. It's from grade 8, dealing with negatives, negative fractions. I'm just going to give you the answer to that. You would punch that in your calculator or do it the long way. Negative 1 3/4 plus 1/2 is negative 1 1/4. I now look at what my next step will be. This is k divided by 3. To cancel that, I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. Like this. Okay. My 3 is now gone from this side. I'm left with just k. So I have k equals. Now I just have to punch in on my calculator one more time. What's negative 1 1/4 times 3? And you'll find that it is negative 3 3/4. And there's my answer to two two-step equations, okay, that have fractions, and in this case it even has a negative fraction. And that's how you do these. Okay, I'm back. Hello everyone. Let's take a look at this one. Now we've got another two-step equation. This time with everyone's favorite, decimals. We got rid of those fractions, so that's usually a good thing. A little bit easier dealing with decimals because we will rely heavily on our calculators to do the hard stuff for us. So looking at this question, I've got a divided by 2.8 minus 2.5 equals negative 3.7. Draw a line through the equal sign. Looking at the left-hand side here, I've got a subtraction and a division. I know from reverse BEDMAS. Sam Deb, I'm not dealing with this yet. The 2.8, we'll leave that alone. We're going to deal with the minus 2.5. To get rid of a minus, or something that's being subtracted, you need to add 2.5 to both sides. So I'm going to write that down. Plus 2.5 plus 2.5. Okay. I'm going to draw a line to separate the step here. Now, on the left-hand side, my 2.5 is gone. I have a over 2.8. A over 2.8 equals, and on the left here, I'm going to use my calculator, negative 3.7 plus 2.5 is, let me do a quick number crunch in my head here, going to be negative 1.2. All right. Next step. This is a divided by 2.8. To cancel division, we multiply both sides. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2.8 times 2.8 over here. All right. And my final step here will be to simplify everything. So on the left-hand side, all I'm left with is a. And on the right-hand side, I just have to multiply negative 1.2 times 2.8. We're going to use our calculator for that. And we get negative 3.36. All right, easy enough. Oh, wait, the question said check the solution. So what should happen is, if we've done it right, if I put negative 3.36 back into this equation for a here, divide it by 2.8, and subtract 2.5 from it, I should get negative 3.7. So let's do a little check here. Check. So I'm going to go negative 3.36 divided by 2.8 minus 2.5 equals negative 3.7. So first thing I'm going to do is divide negative 3.36 by 2.8. And I get negative 1.2. I'm going to subtract 2.5 from that, see if it equals negative 3.7, and you'll find it does. So I have done it correctly. My answer is right. I've checked my work, and I am good to